And, I have been a victim of infidelity, and, I have been the infidelator. I think we all been there when at one point in time, we've all been there. So what are some of the reasons that you find that people have for why they committed infidelity?
So I mean, the big piece is the lack of appropriate communication. And communication, it's not just about saying things differently. Communication, what that really is being vulnerable and expressing what you're looking for rather than just kind of the surface stuff. So instead of saying, you should have done that differently, like being vulnerable about it and saying, that really made me feel lonely when you did that, because then you've got that to work with. Like, oh my gosh, my partner's feeling lonely right now, or in this scenario. So let's work on that rather than just that surface thing like, oh, I didn't follow through with what I said I was going to, so let me do that next time. No, let's really address like the feeling lonely, because that's a bigger problem here. Does that make sense?
So let me see if I got it. So one of the reasons I heard was being lonely, right?
That was just an
Okay,
example.
just okay. So basically, people should be more vulnerable, or basically have the conversation of their wants and needs.
Yeah, exactly. And so, people tend to stay on the surface of things. And so, if my husband didn't, it could even be something silly. Say he was going to get my car washed and he didn't do it. Um, if I said, don't do that again, maybe not, but really in reality, there's always something deeper.
Right.
And so maybe the deeper piece was I was really feeling rejected in that moment because I was counting on him to do something and he let me down in that
Right.
way.
Right.
And so if I stayed on the surface, get my car washed, like when you said, okay, then maybe he's going to do that. But that's not the deeper piece, is that where I go with the conflict is that feeling of rejection. And so that's what we need to address. So
Mm.
so if I could say that, like, now we've got something to work with rather than playing whack-a-mole with every single time he does something that hurts me. There's usually a theme to that deeper piece.